Warning. This episode brings up content that some viewers may find offensive.
This isn't life! Well, go on.
Hello,
All right.
hello.
You gonna get that
How are
timer
we?
up, Alex, mate?
I'm getting it up. I'm doing it.
Sorry.
We're a bit
Sorry.
unorganised.
Disorganised.
Disorganised. Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
There
Often,
we go. It's on.
actually.
It's on.
I was late.
Don't worry. We're as per usual.
Thank you. Yeah.
No, to
Sorry.
be fair, normally not you.
No, it's usually you got to wait like 20 minutes maybe for Josh to sort out his mic.
Yeah, but now all my
Yeah,
stuff's
if
good.
he's
I
coming
don't- I
on.
don't-
If
I
he's
don't
coming
do
on,
anything
goes.
now. Oh, I missed 1 week.
Allegedly.
How's everyone been?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, been alright, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had some weird sleeping patterns going on here. The last couple of weeks. Yeah. Last night I got an hour's sleep.
What?
Last
yeah.
week.
How the f***?
No, last night.
That's impossible. I was going to say you'd be
No.
mad as a
not
shit
last
house
week.
rat.
No. Last night I had an hour's sleep. So my Galaxy Watch tells me, because it tracks my sleep, tracks my snoring, and it's normally pretty accurate, to be fair. But yeah, last night.
Well, there's no way you was only awake for an hour. You was only asleep for an hour.
Well,
you'd be
I
so
remember.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Mate, I'm absolutely knackered. I did have a little nap, today,
Ah.
but I literally I went to sleep, and then woke up in the middle of the night. I think I was thirsty, but you know when you really need a drink, but you just cannot be bothered to get out of bed. Do you ever do that?
Yeah, all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Or go for a wee.
Yeah, I'll go for a wee. So I
Oh,
just
the
laid
wee's the
there.
worst because you know you have
Yeah.
to eventually.
You know you should, yeah.
But I just laid there and I just couldn't get back to sleep. Just couldn't.
Blimey, mate.
Yeah.
Why don't you go and put
Um,
the telly on and sleep in the living room?
Well, I thought about it and I was like, I can't be bothered to move. Otherwise, I would have just get up and got myself a drink. Probably would have sent me back to sleep.
Oh yeah, true.
So I was kind of like, oh, I should probably. I'm trying to sleep, and you know when your brain just don't shut off, and then I'm like, oh, do you know what? I'll whack something on my tablet and I'll watch something in bed, and then I'm like, because that'll make me fall asleep. So I'm looking at a screen or something, and then my eyes aren't getting tired. I'm like, oh, I don't know what to
Yeah,
do.
it
So I
wakes
just
you
end,
up if anything.
yeah, I just end up laying there, and I woke up this morning. Well, I woke up during the night, and Nicole got out of bed to go to work. She goes, "Oh, you getting up?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm going gym." Got up, and I had a coffee, and I was like, "No, I need to go back to sleep." So
So you didn't go gym?
I didn't. No, didn't go to the
Blimey,
gym
mate.
today.
Ah,
I'll tell
slacking.
you what though. Do you know how bad it is to not have like decent sleep?
Oh, I
Like,
know.
how
Yeah.
so incredibly detrimental. That's why I always like even yesterday, Alex, wasn't it? I was getting in bed at about 9 o'clock.
Yeah, not that
Okay.
I was with you, but yeah, we
No,
were chatting.
I've got a
weren't
double, mate. What do you think that's for?
we? I was, yeah, top and tailing.
Yeah,
No, I was. Will and I were chatting on the old.
we're
on the
playing
old
a bit of Phasmophobia, weren't we? And well, we were
Yeah.
gonna, and then we ended up playing Chivalry 2. So
Yeah,
great
yeah,
game.
Chivalry 2. Yeah,
Yeah.
but how about you, Josh? You actually, Josh, you were saying about a horror film, and you know how much of a horror buff I am. That you watched yesterday.
Yeah, it was Terrifier. I'm sure it's been doing
Yeah.
the rounds. It's quite visually. I'm not stunned by most things now because I think we're of a long on the days gone of when Exorcist come out and people were like fainting in cinemas, and I think now we're desensitized to most things now. I think a lot of video games are. Could you imagine releasing GTA in the 80s?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Up
you
for
say
it,
that
up
it
for.
did, didn't it? Was it 89
No,
the
not-
first GTA?
No, it was definitely not. It was. It
Uh,
was like,
I think it was, mate. It was on
no,
the
it definitely
PS1.
weren't.
So what? I've just googled it. What is the plot
before?
of this? I've seen it actually quite a lot. What's the plot of this Terrifier?
So the first
Oh, it's
one,
really
without
strange.
giving too much away, in the first one, Halloween party, 2 girls.
No, there's
Uh,
something before that though.
What's
That
before that?
woman. So there's a woman on the chat show and she's got like no face. You know, like
Oh,
when
yes.
when someone's had like a monkey attack and they've got like no face left, like no
Yeah.
eyes. She's like that, and she's talking about she got attacked by this guy,
Jesus.
this clown guy, and they said he's dead. She went, I saw him die, so I just want to get with my life. But then she attacks the TV presenter in her room and like puts her thumbs in her eyes and rips her eyes out. But you see it happen, like
Yeah.
she thumbs her eyes out of her head. basically, and
it's
starts
like-
it's pretty
laughing, and
grim.
then
Not like thumbing
It's,
in the softie.
Thumbing in the
but
softie.
she thumbed in 2 softies, and then basically, it's just this guy. Yeah, basically, Alex is right.
But,
2 girls,
yeah,
one
So is he
cup.
like
two
some serial
girls.
killer, or is it more like a
No,
normal-
Yeah.
no, he's actually not. I googled it because I was so confused. He is like he only comes back at Halloween, so he's
Yeah.
like almost like a demon slash, I don't know, trap. I don't know what he is, but he essentially he absolutely. Imagine Saw, but Saw just was like I don't know, like a million times more. Not
What-
clever in any way, just evil. Like
I think
Yeah.
what makes it worse is that I think the second one as well. They're very low budget movies. And
but it's made to look like that, isn't it? It's made to look like an 80s horror film. That's the-
yeah,
that's
like
the
a
look they went
slasher.
for.
But the
Yeah.
guy, it's actually really interesting. The guy who plays Art, who's the clown
The
Art.
clown.
Yeah, he's actually a mime in real life, and that's how they got the.
Oh, he plays it so
'cause,
well.
yeah, he does not speak in the film. He doesn't
Yeah,
speak.
he doesn't speak at all. Yeah.
But the expression you get from him without words is unbelievable. Like his
there's one bit, Will,
performance.
Yeah.
there's one bit where he ties, not to ruin it for you, but he ties this girl upside down, naked, and then saws her in half from her like vagina to her head.
Jesus.
But you see it, but you see him sawing her in half while she's still
it's
alive.
pretty grim.
That's awful.
It's pretty. It's
But does he
rough,
kill
man.
everyone he comes into contact with?
Yeah.
Or...
Basically, yeah, everyone.
Yeah, it's not just like women.
But
or
like
anything.
in the worst way possible.
Yeah. It's like if you think of how someone could die. Like so the
I
second
thought
one. The
I've seen
second
a
one
bit
came
where
out.
he gets let into a house or something. I don't know if this is the same
Yeah.
film.
So this is
Yeah,
the
that's
second
the
one.
second one.
So the
I've
second
seen the second
one.
one, but-
There's a bit in the second one. Let's
It's only
try.
the worst scene, one of the worst scenes ever made. Is it?
Yeah, it actually got banned in cinemas. In this country as well. So basically, I'm not going to go into detail of what happens to her, but basically, let's just say no arms, no legs, alive and eaten.
No, and he scalps her, doesn't he, as well?
And
like, while she's alive.
yeah, and scalp, yeah,
That's nuts.
yeah. And
It's-
the
you need to
mum,
watch it, man, just to see.
yeah,
it.
the mum walks in and sees it happening.
What does she do?
It's
Just
bonkers.
goes,
She just
Dinner's
screams.
ready.
She
Oh.
screams. I actually think
Does he f her
at
up as
one
well?
point, I actually think at one point, while to finish her off, he sets her on fire. I think,
oh, nice.
if I remember.
But he carries around like a black bin bag full of like tools.
Yeah,
So he's
Yeah.
got like really mad stuff. Like he's got like surgical scalpels on the end of a whip.
yeah,
Blimey.
yeah. It's really weird. And that surgical scalpel whip thing, is actually what they use in prison. They'll use razor blades and put it on a bootlace. So they can
smart.
when like it's like a weapon. Then it's like a whip, like a razored whip.
You know.
Yeah, but they're good films. But the third one comes out Christmas Day, which is quite good because I think
No, I'm doing Christmas Day.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, like the second one only came out
Yeah, not that long ago.
not that long. I think it was this year. I'm sure it was this
They're
year.
knocking them out.
Yeah, but I have heard from the writer that he only wants to make
What?
3.
What? Personally?
Yeah, personally.
He
No,
means you
on a
personally, that's
video.
cool.
On a video.
Oh, video chat.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. Chatterbait. It was only only wants to make 3, but I think the Terrifier, the name, Art the Clown is not called Terrifier, so it could be like a Halloween because Halloween all those years ago it came out. Mike Myers was a thing. They used a William
Yeah.
Shatner
It's-
mask if you didn't know.
Yeah, they did,
Yeah, of course
yeah.
it was. Yeah.
But then number 2 come out, and it was nothing to do with Mike Myers. It was supposed to be like an
I think they-
anthology sort of thing.
They're getting boring now though because it's like Halloween 27 and that.
Yeah, but it's just
Yeah,
been
it's all the
rebooted,
same, innit?
isn't it?
It's all the same.
It's been
Yeah.
rebooted. A lot of people hate it. I'm gonna go out and if you want to hate in the comments, come at me, bro.
I feel,
But
I feel
the
like
one
it's-
that Rob Zombie made was right. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just going to say I feel like it's very difficult to get a horror film right though. You know,
It
Ah,
is
like, I
now
think-
because there's
nah,
so many.
nah.
I
Do you
think
know
they've
what?
done it well with James Wan. He's been
Exactly what I was just about to say.
Who's
James Wan,
Wan?
James
mate,
Wan had done he's done
Saw, Insidious, all the
yeah.
Conjuring
I
films.
won't. I
Yeah.
won't watch any of them.
Mate,
I
to be
will.
honest
I
with you.
will also say that Sinister is probably one of the best scary films. Great
I
cast.
won't watch.
Yeah,
I
Sinister's
just won't
great.
watch it. I
That's
won't watch
just.
any of them.
It's
That's too far
very
for me.
good.
Yeah, but James Wan
See,
done Saw. He done
Yeah, but see,
what's the film? Fast and Furious as well.
no, but see, I can do visually act up like Saw, like Terrifier. I can do visual. I can't do demonology and things like that. I can't cope with. Do you know what it is for me? Do you know what it is for me? And it's really strange because the reason I can't do. I'll give you an example, right? This is this really odd example, but I don't know if you'll remember it, Will, but Alex will know the bit I'm talking about. I don't get scared by things like Nightmare on Elm Street or things like that like Saw or anything like that. But I can't stand things like. Have you seen It? The first It.
Yeah, yeah.
See,
What,
that was- that was
original
ter-
or
that was no, the remake with Bill
Right.
Skarsgård. It was terrible for me
Oh.
to sit through. Not because of him, not because of it, but because of the bit where there's two bits. You know the bit where
Oh, well, the
that
art, the
guy who
painting.
does his bidding and he's under the bed and he scuttles towards him like a zombie almost.
Oh, yeah. What
It's-
about the
and-
painting as well? The painting that comes.
Yeah,
to life.
the old woman. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't.
that
It's
was
things like
horrible.
that. It's things like that I can't cope
It's
with. And
it's the
like
human, the humanoid things, isn't it? They're
Yes,
slightly
and it's-
they're
and-
off.
and-
There's something off about.
And did you know we are actually? I read something the other day. We are actually. There's something in our brain that puts everyone at unease when you see a human that's not quite human. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. But it's actually programmed into us. To
body
be wary
horror?
Of,
I think it's
the-
probably.
it's-
the way it's-
or like when on Exorcist when their bodies contort.
Yeah,
I can't stand that either. It's things like that I can't stand.
yeah,
It's
mate.
not so
I
much.
get
It's just
that.
the visuals. So
Yeah,
Sinister in
fair
that is
enough.
no. I can't do that. I can't
Yeah,
do
it's
that.
not that much in like Insidious and Sinister. It's not.
No, but there's
really
I bet
that.
there's horrible faces, aren't there? I bet there's like ugly, distorted faces.
It's just things
that's
that are
what I
like
can't stand.
slightly off, aren't they? Like I think
Yeah.
they probably remind us of some sort of predator or something.
Yeah.
Probably some
Yeah, there's definitely a
evolutionary
reason.
throwback to a predator that it's beneficial for us to feel this way about it because you see eyes and big teeth in the darkness and it's like they're not going to give you a big
Can
kiss.
someone Google it? Because that is definitely a thing. I was reading it the other day, and for the life of me, like that's why sometimes like humanoid robots put you at unease because you know it looks human, but it's not.
It's not.
It's not
yeah,
quite
some-
human.
Yeah.
There's something off about it.
It's called dysmorphophobia.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
It's a broad term that encompasses multiple specific fears. Some people are afraid of becoming deformed or disfigured, while others fear those who are disfiguring condition. Have a disfiguring condition. So that's basically what it is. It's a
Yeah.
broad
Yeah.
term. But just before we wrap up, I would like to say that we have mentioned very two who I was actually thinking about today. James Wan, and we mentioned It as well. So Stephen King. I have to admit that James Wan, in terms of filmmaking, horror king.
Yeah.
And Stephen King.
He's just the king.
Is just the king of storytelling, I think.
Yeah.
But it's not a Halloween episode. That was a
No.
while back.
It was just the boys they were already talking about
Yeah.
Terrifier just before I came on, so
Yeah,
interesting.
but
Interesting little throwback.
I'd like to say Don King. Give Mike Tyson his money back.
yeah. And if
Absolutely,
you and if we are still in, I'm going to say 2008, Drift King, can you come back and do another Tokyo Drift?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, haven't seen that man in another film actually.
No.
He got his money and went, didn't he?
Yeah.
Just skedaddled.
Yeah. Did anyone watch the new King Kong?
No, mate.
No.
I'm joking.
No, mate.
Joking. Anyway, should we get into it?
Let's
Yeah.
get into it.
Yeah, for the new king.
Yeah.
This isn't life.
This podcast is sponsored by Dubby. Dubby was formulated to give you all the energies, all the focus, with no jitters or crash.
Yeah, I mean, we are talking no sugars, no calories, no maltodextrin, and no artificial colours.
You get 30 servings in every tub, and it comes in over 8 different flavours. But you know what else is sick about them? their merch. T-shirts, hoodies and stickers, all on their website. Go check them out now.
And when you're on the website, type in "This Isn't Life" for 10% off your whole basket total.
This isn't life! Got a good one today. Visually quite funny. But you have to visualize it with my beautiful words. Do we want to? I'll read the headline, and then we can go to the tabloid.
Right.
So there's actually two sort of headlines. There's one that's sort of like been filled in like a sort of sub. It's not a subheading. It's actually above the heading, but it's Lineker blamed as Xmas Pud crisps drive Tony to kill his hamster. There's a big. This is obviously a quote from Tony. When my rage passed, Poppy was hammered to mush. Oh, Popsy. Sorry, not Poppy.
Go on, read that one more time. Read that. That's great. That's great.
When my rage passed, Popsy was hammered to mush. So he's obviously gone so frantically mad, he smashed his furry little friend to smithereens.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel bad for laughing.
Yeah, I mean, so you've got a little rat, haven't you? A runt in your...
Yeah. You're a runt boy.
You're a rat boy.
Yeah.
That's not nice to talk about, Nicole.
It wasn't. Look, it wasn't my choice. That's for sure. I didn't want any pets. I don't.
No, I mean, I wouldn't want any pets.
You normally hurt animals, don't you, Alex? Rather than
I don't hurt them. Definitely don't do that. I love all animals.
How does he know if they're hurt, mate? They're not telling him. They're just
only because he takes his foot off their neck.
They say when you boil a lobster, it's air escaping, but I like to think of it as the scream of my victim. No, I don't. I love all animals.
He hasn't done recently, anyway.
No.
Not to our knowledge.
No, not since they didn't bring back them pesky crisps. No, look, I love all animals. So I'm not gonna hurt an animal. I think I'd rather kill a human than an animal.
Yeah, I'll probably say the same.
Yeah, animals don't really deserve it, do they?
No.
Unless they're being a knob, like shit.
I mean, unless you're a wasp.
Oh yeah, we know Josh hates wasps.
Unless you're mildly inconvenient to me.
Or a tomato.
Oh yeah, they're the worst type of animal.
Right.
They are.
Should we have a guess then?
Go on. I think we all know where this is going.
It's got like the likes of. No, sorry, not bleep that. Remember to. Yeah. The sport of some degree.
Yes, but what sport? Alex, would you like to have a crack at finishing the riddle? Sport is right.
Daily?
No.
Oh.
It's a Sunday, mate. It's a Sunday sport.
Yeah, it's a Sunday sport.
Can I hang on. I'm gonna bring it back from the other week. Simon Dean.
Oh yeah, is it?
What?
Is he the author?
Yeah, who's the author?
Oh, Simon Dean. That is a good question.
It's normally in like a blue box.
Oh yeah. It is our friend Simon.
Yeah. Fun little fact before we carry on, actually. Simon Dean.
Simon Dean hung himself.
Oh, Jesus. If you are listening, why have you not messaged This Isn't Life?
Story about us?
No, why has he not messaged This Isn't Life back? Hey?
Because he's dead.
We offered you a position on this show.
Yeah.
But not heard anything. And I'll read what... I didn't really message him because I had no way to message him. I could send him an email.
You can send an email to news@sundaysport.co.uk.
Yeah, I might give that a go. But I tried to speak to Simon Dean. I commented on a post of his on Twitter, and I said, "Would you like to come on in?" But that's not what I actually said. That's not a quote, but it's something that I basically said.
And has he?
No reply. No reply.
Oh, he's
Rude, I'd say.
Well, look, we won't comment yet because he might still be writing articles.
Well, maybe.
But obviously,
True.
If he get back to us in the next couple of weeks, then he's dead to us.
We're going to go to his house. We know where you live, Dean. So shall I get cracking?
Yeah,
absolutely.
So, when Britain was great and ruled an empire across the seas, crisps were flavoured with a little blue bag of salt that came in the packet. In 1954, the floodgates were opened and the rot started to set in when cheese and onion flavoured crisps hit the market. Since then, the crisp world has been saturated with every flavour under the sun. But this year, in a move that has stunned crisp purists, Christmas pudding flavour crisps were launched by the crisp giants Walkers. Does anyone remember these?
No, mate. What
I've
colour
got
pack
no
do they have?
idea. It's purple. It's the same colour purple as the chocolate caramel with the nut in from Quality Street.
Oh, really? Ooh.
Yeah, you
Do-
know what
do we
purple I
have a
mean.
date? Do
We
we
could
have a
rat 'em
date
out for that.
for this?
Do we have a date? I'm sure Tony won't get a date now. Everyone knows he's a hamster killer. So I don't think we do. Not that I can see. No, I'm afraid not.
Okay.
I'm afraid not. It might tell you. To be fair, shall I carry on?
Please continue.
Yeah.
The firm famously plugged by millionaire left-wing social media personality launched the
What?
pudding crisps alongside two more festive flavours: pigs in blankets, which I do actually remember, and festive turkey, which were actually banging. I do remember them as
Yeah,
well.
didn't they have sage on them?
Yeah, they were they were bangers. They
It
were
was either
actually
sage
bangers.
or thyme, wasn't it?
I think it was. No, I think it was sage. But it's the Christmas pud crisps that have provoked the worst outrage, and last week that rage turned deadly. All capitals.
Jesus.
Right. Well, let's gather ourselves here. What could it be? What could it be?
Well, I think he might have smashed his hamster to death, Will.
do you think it
Just
was
like
the
to set
fact?
the scene? Is all.
Oh, do you want to have a guess of why he's done it?
Yeah.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah. And I want to say it's because Christmas passed and he couldn't get any more. Or they
No.
they were just so damn
I think-
good. Like
I think it's the other way around, mate. I think he feels like Walkers have absolutely blasphemed the whole idea of crisps, and he's lost it,
maybe.
and he's thrown it like a ninja star, and it's cut poor Pepsi or whatever in half.
Popsy.
like
Popsy.
like Gambit from Marvel, Gambit from X-Men with a card.
Yeah.
That's how he's thrown it, and he's
Cut the top of the hamster's head off.
Jesus.
Maybe just threw the whole bag, like throwing a
No,
pillow
I
full of
reckon-
sand out the window.
I,
Just crushed him.
I reckon what he's done, he's put the hamster in the bag and then proceeded to throw that round the room.
I
reckon
can
that's
just
what he's
imagine he sounds like Ricky Tomlinson as Jim Royal from the Royal Family.
Oh no, he definitely
No,
not
no,
got a Scouse accent.
No, not Scouse accent, but those sort of mannerisms. You know, just like some dirty
Well,
bastard.
he looks like really smart gentleman. I'll set the scene for you. He is as bald as a coot, but he looks like the one who's like in the Millwall football hooligan club, but he's like getting well past it now. He's wearing a Ben Sherman short sleeve, tucked in.
Oh no, he's not.
With a big belly, and he's got a pair of. I'm telling you now, I'll bet fucking money on it. They are the jeans that are made by Costco. What are they called?
Kirkland jeans.
Kirkland, mate.
Yeah.
They are a pair
They
of
also make water.
starch.
Not
They're a pair of
taken.
starch Kirkland. No, oh, mate, you can wear Yeezy boots and they would still hit the floor.
I'm not being funny, guys. I'm not being funny. But that top, I swear to God, I've seen your dad wearing one exactly like that.
Oh, mate,
It looks exactly like him.
Mate, he right. My old man is sort of stuck in his ways. He will only ever go out in a Ben Sherman checkered top. Mostly a Ben Sherman.
He's got
with a
he's
jumper
got
on.
every
Looks like
colour.
he should be grouse hunting on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Grouse hunting.
Yeah.
He just needs a flat cap, like one of those.
Which
one
he's
of
got.
those
Which he's got.
overcoat jackets.
Which he's got. Again, I was just about to say, if it's cold, he does wear like a long coat, doesn't he, Josh? And unless he's wearing like a North Face, he's wearing like a long a long either Ben Sherman or Ralph Lauren long
This
coat.
this guy should 100%. He would have gone to the Palestine march and called everyone racist
Oh, you
and
think?
get out of our country. Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, not my
Yeah.
old man. Just the
No,
guy.
Oh no.
Just anyone who wears a Ben Sherman shirt.
Anyone who is a Ben Sherman
owns a
is,
Vespa.
Yeah. Has a poster of Tommy Robson on their wall.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and when you walk in, they've got a Who, just a target of the Who album
Absolutely.
on the doormat.
Oh yeah. Just because it's like red, white, and blue.
Yeah, exactly.
There's something red, white, and blue about it.
Yeah,
They
love
don't even
sport.
know
Also-
what it is.
Yeah,
Also, he has God Save the Queen by the Sex Pistols as well.
yeah, it's his ringtone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The-
but
the
not.
three-
But go on, sorry.
Go on, mate. Go on.
No, I was going to say he'll have that album and that song as his ringtone, but he won't understand the irony of the song.
He's still got like a plastic sheet in over his 3-piece suite.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
the leftover cards from his Auntie Jean and things like that for Christmas. The
Jean.
Christmas cards. You know, he's got one of those glass doors in his house, and he just leaves the Christmas cards stuck to him.
Yeah,
Yeah, spends all day with his mates down the pubs saying like, get them all out like England's for the whites, but then goes home and orders a curry.
Yeah. I'll have a boner.
Yeah.
A boner.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
Takes
Pint
a
of
picture
Nelson.
with the owner. He goes, yo, what? I fucking hate you a lot, but you're all right, Sanjeet. You're all right, you are, mate. You're one of the good ones.
I imagine he loves a Nelson Mandela, doesn't he?
Oh, it
He loves-
absolutely does.
Yeah, he loves one of them.
Slags off the Chinese to the Indian and the Indian to the Chinese.
Yeah. And his wife wouldn't say boo to a goose. Big glasses, and she wears big glasses.
Yeah.
Got a British bulldog tattoo.
Oh,
Yeah, she's
absolutely.
really his wife's
all her
really
kids.
his wife's really jumpy though. Every time he moves, she flinches.
Yeah. Yeah, because she knows what he's like, in quote marks.
when the news comes on at 6, mate, he knows his temper's gonna flare.
So why did he? Why did he then? You asked us the question of why he done
Yeah.
it. Why
So,
did he do it?
So Chris Fantoni Williams was shopping at his local Aldi when he picked up a Walker's multi-pack without really looking. Returning to his home in Biddulph? Returning to his home in Biddulph, Staffs, single Tony, he's single, enjoyed a few afternoon cider, he's a cider drinker, before reaching for the snacks. He said, last night, should I do a voice?
Yeah, mate, yeah, do a voice. Yeah.
Yes, definitely do a voice.
All right, he said, last night, well, I picked up the Chris down Aldi without really looking at him. And then it was only after that I'd taken a mouthful, I realised, I didn't know what I was eating. Christmas pudding flavour. I mean, can you Adam and Eve it? I'm not a violent man. I swear to God, the purity of Chris is violated for a marketing man's crazed fantasies. Of course, I'm going to get angry. The red mist quickly descended. When he emerged from his rage, Tony saw the splattered remains of his beloved Popsy on the living room floor as he realised he was holding a gore caked hammer. He sobbed.
Bash poor little Popsy.
He
Where did
so
he, it's not like Popsy was bringing in the tea.
and it was gore caked as well.
Yeah, like the poor thing's really had it.
Just bits of Popsy's brain all over the hammer.
Do you know the funniest bit, right?
What have I
Is
done?
the saddest but funniest bit? It weren't even his kid's hamster, it was his. He probably loved that thing with like just loved
all
it.
he had.
But what I want to know is how did it get in the back of Chris? It must just run around his house. There must be hamster shit everywhere.
Yeah. Because you've got a hamster, haven't you? So
Yeah.
and it's always in the cage. Like you wouldn't have it
Yeah.
just hanging about.
No.
That's
No,
what I'm thinking. It's
definitely
like
not.
it's not like it's sorting out his 6 o'clock tea. It's just coming and going, yeah, I love, and he's
Just giving him some
clouted her.
pumpkin seeds and some nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
and he's
again,
got it all.
Popsy.
He's got it all stored in his cheek.
Yeah. Just pushes it out onto a plate like.
He said, "I've got one little more bit after another big bit, so I'll quickly do that." So,
Right.
he said, he sobbed. I was so angry at what Walkers had done. I clearly flew into a blind fury and battered little Popsy to death with my hammer.
Wow. I mean, he must have been really going for it.
I just
To
want to say,
splatter it to pieces.
I just want to say, right?
Could you imagine him like, you know, in like horror films, when it's like a POV shot and he's like just smashing a hammer down, his blood spurting all over his face, but he's like a wild animal.
Just bits of fur stuck to it.
I just like the fact that Josh done an accent, but because we're not far from London, and most of Essex, you know, are technically Essex was based around Cockneys, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It sounded no different.
I know, yeah.
No, I know, I realise that.
But it was great.
Yeah.
That's what made it so good.
Yeah, it just sounded like a
I'd done it.
Danny Dyer wannabe. That's all it was.
Yeah, but that's exactly what he's going to sound like, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah,
100%.
I haven't got actually that much.
As he got the hammer and he was like, he's proper swinging over the head, gritting teeth, like you know, like that bald old man grit. Do you know what I mean? Like gritting teeth, and he's going, you little mug, little furry mug, like that, and then I mean, he's screaming at pictures of Gary Lineker, like, you fucking wingnut, like, do you know what I mean? I can imagine that's what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon so.
So the last final bit is just titled Hammer.
Oh, no.
So it's still him speaking. So
Of
the poor thing never
variety.
the poor thing never stood a chance. If Walkers had not bought out this preposterous pudding flavour of crisps, Popsy would still be alive. And has Walker frontman Gary Lineker said anything on Twitter about the grisly fate of my poor dear pet? Of course he ain't. I'll bet that if I beat a so-called refugee with a hammer, Lineker would be all over it on social media. That just shows the measure of the man. So what he's saying is his hamster is worth more.
Yeah, I think we were spot on with our character.
We were. Yeah. That's actually unbelievable. And I didn't even know. Full disclosure, I hadn't actually read this, so I can't even be accused of.
I'd like to see, you know, I bet that if I beat a so-called refugee with a hammer, I think it would have been funnier to beat a refugee with a bag of Walkers, because that gives an incentive for Lineker to get involved.
No, do you know what else is? I'd like to point you both to. If you could both get up the article. If you look on the left-hand side, it says there's a picture of Gary Lineker with a pack of prawn cocktail crisps. It says, "At it again, woke Lineker, woke Lineker."
Do you know what? For me, it's the picture of the hamster. It's the picture of the hamster. It looks so.
Yeah, it looks so frightened.
It looks frightened.
No, it looks frightened.
I don't know if it does. It looks like. Do you know what I mean? It's like a little, like.
I can't tell what it looks like.
Yeah.
To be honest.
If I was Japanese, I'd call it kawaii. Like that's how happy it looks.
It looks like that was moments before he bit into the crisp, and the hamster was so happy for him trying a new flavour, and all of a sudden he just see his eyes turn rage as he picked up the hammer from his sideboard.
In his tiny little hamster mind,
clouted that mouse.
He's always got one on his sideboard, isn't he?
Like,
self-defense.
Like
just in case one of the refugees comes in.
In its tiny little hamster mind, you can see it again. Is it good? Is it good? Like,
yeah,
I mean?
please let it be good.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know. It's just a face. Right, and then there's a picture of old Tony.
Yeah, he looks like he's beaten a few eggs, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, by eggs you mean hamster skulls. That's what he calls hamster skulls.
Yeah, he's a crack addict. He thinks he's a cracking skulls.
I love the little caption. So you might have read this one, Josh. Victim. Poor little Popsy met a grisly fate. And then there's
Victim.
Victim, yeah. Rage. Tony hit the roof when he munched on a Crimbo Pud crisp.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine in court, like he walks in cuffs, and the hamster's family, his wife's there. She's got a little bow round her head, like you know, like one of them old school, like, and she's crying out. She's like, murder out, like going through him and that.
Drying her eyes with little bits of tissue.
Do you know what you did?
And he's got 35 little hamster kids behind him, like,
yeah.
He's up all alone now.
Going through the court case, and the judge is like, do you have any more witnesses? And then the lawyer turns out and goes, I'd like to call Mrs. Popsy to the stand. Comes out, it's just. That's all it is.
And then top it all off, she goes back to her shoebox, bitten in the corner where they live, and it's got an eviction notice on the.
Yeah.
Could this day get any worse?
They're trying to stop her from taking rat poison. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
No, she's got her head under a mouse trap, ready to let it go.
Kids walking, Mummy's just taking her medicine. It will be over soon.
No, she gives it to them. She gives it. Yeah. Shh, now, mate. Pretty. Shh.
We'll be with Daddy soon.
Yeah.
Oh God, terrifying! It's messed my little brain, isn't it? Yeah, it's messed me up. Oh God.
Oh God, bless her. So that's the end of the segment. He hasn't finished it off. I feel like there could have been more. That's lazy. That's lazy from Dean.
It's just like he's callously killed Popsy. What's his name?
Popsy. Yeah.
He's callously killed him or her, and he's basically blamed it on Gary Lineker.
Oh,
Blimey.
big ears.
Yeah. Old
Yeah.
Colonel,
I mean,
Colonel Sanders.
If you think about it, it kind of is his fault.
Yeah.
I mean,
if he wasn't the face of Walker's Crisps.
Yeah, if you weren't so money hungry.
before
Is match of the day not enough?
But before we go into verdicts, right? Can we just come to a conclusion on did he kill this hamster because of crisps, or did he kill this hamster because they're a tenner at Pets at Home?
I think it's probably a bit of both, to be
Or you
honest.
could just go and get another one.
Yeah, it's just like, don't matter. Do you know what I mean? Like a sadistic child, like Sid from Toy Story.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think it's a bit of both. I think he's probably got a history as long as my arm with killing hamsters.
Yeah, he looks now like from the picture. He's a changed man. He's been inside a few times, but he's a changed man this time. He says that to people.
Yeah, but
he's not.
But that
He's
hunger
still-
never goes.
Yeah,
That hunger
exactly.
never goes for the sound of that cracking.
Yeah.
He's like what Hitler was to Jews, but to hamsters.
Yeah, an absolute sadist. He still keeps that old hammer, the one that he's never used a hammer and nail in, but he's
Yeah,
always
he
using hammer
smells it.
skulls in. Yeah,
And
that's
he
always on
wears
his
he wears gerbil skulls around his neck like Predator wears human skulls.
sideboard. Yeah, on the end of the hammer, on the flat bit of the hammer, it's got three red dots.
Yeah, and he gets a tattoo. You know when prisoners mark days when you do the 4 and then the line through the 5, he's got back, but he's just all hamster kills and his whole back's covered.
Yeah, and the names. Popsy was just the
Yeah,
latest
Pop-
one. He called him Popsy because he could squeeze it.
Oh.
because that's the noise it made as he hammer connected. And he calls them all after what he does. Like he calls that one Deddy. And
Daddy. Smash the f***y.
yeah, smash mouth. Suffocation bear.
Splatter.
Microwave bear.
Tarred and feathered bear.
Oh God.
But he only keeps one alive, and that's bumhole bear.
Yeah, that's the one for gerbling.
Yeah, exactly. He's not stupid.
Yeah, he loves them and hates them at the same time.
His hammer would never get through a gerbil skull. He knows that. He's tried that one before.
Do you reckon he's so disgusted with himself that he puts him up his arse that he has to kill him after? Can't look him in the eyes.
Yeah, and also he makes his flat stinker shit as well.
But he's kept bumhole bear because he's the best at it.
He's got the scratchiest claws.
Yeah.
Oh, what is wrong?
Bumhole bear. I wasn't even thinking in that vein, and then Josh just goes.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine every time he the gerbil out the cage, it knows. He's just there covered in shit, and he's like, "Please kill me." And he's like, "It will never let it die. It will never let it." And he even leaves the cage door open. He goes, "Go on, run. Go see how far you get. Go on, run."
Yeah.
Like,
No one will love you now.
Yeah, he sits next to its little cage and goes, "God, you stink." You smell like shit, arsehole. And then starts laughing.
Yeah, real nasty. Like.
Yeah, he always calls it an
But
arsehole.
You're a good
but
little tunneler, aren't you? Good little burrower.
Yeah.
But the
Tunnel like
better,
they did in the war.
it's been there so long. It's got what's that fucking thing where you fall in love with your captor?
Like Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, he thinks what he's doing is right. Thinks it deserves it.
Do you reckon there's a little Liam Neeson hamster that goes and captures all the sex slaves? do you reckon tries to kill what's his name? Oh, fucking Tony. What's his name? What's the guy's name?
Well, I can't remember now.
Tony. It is Tony.
remember.
It is
Yeah.
Tony,
So can you imagine like there's one hamster like I will find you. And I will kill you. Like, do you know what I mean? Like
One-
that's what he does. But he's saving all the butt hamsters. Can you imagine?
As he walks in there,
Yeah.
as he walks in, they're all being sold to like rich Arab hamsters.
Yeah.
All got a drug problem.
Well,
Classic.
I just love that. Honestly, the wording. We shouldn't be laughing, but it is funny. The wording of this article. He sobbed. I was so angry at what Walkers had done. I clearly flew into a blind fury and battered little Popsy to death with my hammer. Fucking what?
I love the way you went. We shouldn't be laughing like it actually happened.
Oh yeah. Good point.
well. Wait for
Well, we know what Alex is like. That's why he's got one, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know how close that is to death. That thing.
Why do you think I don't buy walkers anymore? Can't do another one.
You can't afford the hamsters.
Where the fuck is Biddulph as well? Biddulph, that's where it is.
Staffordshire, isn't it? Staffordshire, I think.
Oh, I don't know,
Isn't
mate.
It is a town in
think so.
England. It's Staffordshire. Yeah,
Stoke-on-Trent,
I told you.
yeah.
Staffordshire.
Of course, he's from Stoke. He looks like the most Stokiest guy in the world.
You know, honestly, mate.
Anyway, boys, what are you thinking?
Go on, Will.
Well, this can't be real, can it? I hope not. Anyway, I'm going
I
to say
hope
this
not.
isn't life because it just seems so. I mean, I believe there are some crazy people who do crazy shit for no apparent reason. This seems to be a case of that. But you know, a poor hamster, and then the way he's talking so callously about it, still blaming it on.
Yeah,
Gary
he's got
Lineker.
real hatred for Gary Lineker.
Yeah, for then this poor Popsy got the arse end of it.
Got the brunt of it.
Speaking, obviously, Bumhole Bear got the arse end of it mostly. But, no, yeah, I'd say this isn't life.
Okay, Alex.
A part of me, after you asking us to pull up the article, a part of me sitting there going, he looks like the type of guy who would mistakenly kill a hamster with a hammer.
Yeah, I mean, say
Yeah.
mistakenly with quote marks. Yeah,
Yeah. But I think it's so owning a hamster. I know how hard it would be for you to even find it. If you go back episodes quite close to the beginning of This Isn't Life, you might recollect the fact that when our hamster escaped and I had to pull up the floorboards.
yeah. Just one
Yeah.
reason not to have one.
Well,
needed
yeah,
one.
there is that. But also how hard they are to find. It's not going to be running around the house. So I'm going to say, on the basis that a hamster can be lost very easily and they don't stay in one place, this isn't life.
Okay. Now I'm gonna put something out there. I probably won't change my mind, but I'm gonna throw it out there as food for thought. Excuse the pun. Have you ever encountered the rage of when you buy something from the shop, but you've picked up the wrong thing, or like you've ordered the wrong thing, or like, you know, when you get that split second of rage when you, like, I don't know, something was expensive and you queued for, say, like you're at a festival or
Yeah,
something like that, and you've queued forever for something and you bite into it and it is like the shittiest thing and you've paid
Yeah.
like 17 quid for a burger.
Yeah.
The rage that you feel, I don't know if
Yeah.
I'd smash a hamster to death, but in that split second, if you could get hold of that anger, I would. Yeah, I think you could. But I'm like obviously you snap out of that within like 0.3 of a second, and you put your hammer down, you don't smash your beloved pet to death. But yeah, no, I'm gonna go. This isn't life, but I do think there is the smallest possibility in the world that could happen through anger of because think how bad they must have tasted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he must have really hated them.
They
I
must
get,
have been.
I do get
Yeah,
that. I do get that.
Do you know
I mean,
what I
I don't
mean?
like Christmas pudding at the best of times anyway.
Yeah.
To ruin a perfectly good snack of the old crisp.
But then he should have been looking
yeah.
what he fucking buying, shouldn't he?
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
But yeah, no, it doesn't stop.
He's too busy tweeting like get him out. Hashtag get him out. Isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So hat trick. Oh, sorry, I just dropped my lighter. Hat trick.
Asterix.
Hat-trick week.
There's a cartoon, isn't it?
No,
I don't know,
mate,
it really
it's,
threw me. That I dropped
is
something. It really threw me.
What did you go for, Alex? I can't remember what you said. This isn't
This-
life.
Yeah, we all
Isn't
said this
life,
isn't
yeah.
life. Yeah.
Oh, we all said it. Oh, sorry. I
Yeah.
thought you said.
Yeah,
this
man.
is
Of course. Who thinks this is life, you psychopath?
life. It's not this is life. It's my evening. Love it, mate.
love it. The sound.
Boys, just before we wrap up, has anyone got any little fact of the day? Or anything
Oh
they
shit.
find interesting?
Shit.
Wow.
If not, I may have something.
Go on,
Oh,
mate.
go for it. Tell us.
All right. Well, we all know Theodore Roosevelt, you know.
Yeah, big man.
We
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
Well, Theodore Roosevelt.
Theo.
Yeah. Theodore Roosevelt had a pet hyena. His name was Bill, and it was present from the Ethiopian emperor.
Mm.
So, yeah, he was famous for having many pets, old Roosevelt, including one-legged rooster and a badger, a pony, and a small bear. Bum bear,
Yeah.
I imagine.
Bombay.
I
Yeah.
think
Arsehole, his name was.
I think Roosevelt
Helmet.
that leads quite neatly onto something that I read. I don't know if it was Roosevelt. When was Roosevelt in the big seat? What kind of decade are we talking?
Civil War?
No, it was.
Wasn't it?
Oh, no,
Later than that, wasn't it?
Was it later than that? He was
think
the
it was-
26th US president. He was.
Oh wow, 1858.
Yeah,
Might have been right.
presidential time 1901 to 1909.
I don't know if it was him, but recently they excavated his house in London, or it's one of the presidents. Maybe one of you can.
Oh yeah, you're right.
They actually found hella children skeletons.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was. Oh god.
Who was it? It wasn't Roosevelt. Sorry,
it wasn't
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt. Was it?
It was a really famous one though.
Yeah.
Jefferson, was it? No.
Oh, I
It was a
can't
really,
remember.
really famous one. Yeah, he was a. I will say
He was a what?
he was a satanic. He was a satanic paedophile. I will say from my
Who?
research, but
We
I
know.
can't remember the president. There was they found like 20 children's skeletons in his basement, like
Really?
buried. Yeah, man. Was it? I can't remember who it was. I
I'm
genuinely
just
can't remember who it
Googling now,
was.
mate. Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin
Really?
Franklin. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But this goes back to like the Illuminati
6
and stuff,
children.
and yeah, man. He was a much like the royal family. He was a satanic paedophile.
That's
Allegedly.
big big claims there, mate.
No, mate, not from. I'm reading.
can't-
I'm reading a really fascinating book at the moment, The Biggest Secret, by David Icke. It exposes the royal family, Bill Clinton,
But it's David Icke.
mate.
That's the trouble
I'll
with
lend it
David
to you, Will. I'll lend it to you, Will. In between your uni studies, you can open your penal gland.
Open my mind.
Open your
Yeah.
penis.
It does seem weird though, because yeah, it says I just reading this article from the Smithsonian magazine. 15 bodies were found in the basement, buried in a secret windowless room beneath the garden.
Tell me why then, if it wasn't for something really sinister, why were they buried there in the president's house?
I think it's probably because I wanted it that way. I wanted
What?
it my way, you know.
Oh, yeah.
What, the
fair
song?
enough.
You just asked me to tell me why, so probably-
Tell me why.
But a
Yeah, no, fair enough,
child
Will.
skeleton.
Tell me why. I'm a demonic pedophile.
Find me on hundreds, Benny Frank.
Betty Frank ain't nothing but a pedo.
Benny Frank. I don't wanna hear you say they were my victims, Benny Frank.
Guys, I might have found the solution here. The most plausible explanation is not mass murder, but an anatomy school run by Ben Franklin's young friend and protege, William Hewson.
Oh, what he just happened
said in
to.
The
So where is he getting these children's skeletons in? Oh, in the Guardian. Oh, then it must be true.
They grow there, mate. Still, in Franklin's time, anatomy lessons were a dark, ethically ambiguous business. I'm just saying, it's food for thought, really.
I mean, it is, but I feel like my hypothesis is probably correct, but I
It's not
can't
yours,
prove
though,
it.
it's,
So
David Icke, isn't it? So.
well, no, David Icke never said that. I don't actually know who. I mean, yeah,
No, it's
okay,
interesting, though.
David Icke.
It is definitely weird, but I'm just
Okay,
not
maybe he's
certain
not a
he's
standing paedophile. I don't know. No,
But if he was, good
in
luck
the
to him.
put in the comments. Put in the comments if you know something, and we'll crack
Yeah.
this case.
Yeah, and you can
And
do that on the YouTube under the video. You can even follow us on Twitter at This Isn't Life Pod. Put it in the comment.
Absolutely, yeah.
Whack it in
Send
there.
us a message.
Yeah,
let us
send
know.
us a fax.
Yeah, send us an email if you want at thisisn'tlife.sub@gmail.com.
Send us some more.
Send us a
hate. We seem
pager.
to be getting a lot of that.
Yeah, pager us.
We do seem to be getting quite a bit of hate on the old YouTube.
What? Have we had more hate?
Oh, I'm not going to out anyone. I'm not going to do it.
No, but have we had more hate?
Let's just say that why
I love
comment
that.
and watch and have so many likes on a video and why put your time into comment if you don't like it? That's what I'm going to say.
No, I respect people's hatred. I like that.
No,
I've got no problem with that at all.
I'm open to criticism, but
Yeah, but you're wrong.
yeah.
But some of the criticism we've seen has been shit, so.
Yeah, he hasn't made me want to fucking cut myself or anything.
Jesus. Hasn't made me want to kill a hamster, so
Yeah, you're not really doing your job properly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, boys, should we leave it for the day? Should we
Yeah, go to bed, mate.
let the trolls go
off.
under their bridge, eh?
Absolutely, yeah. Let's just
Get
watch
out of
it
my
pass.
swamp.
This is our swamp.
Yeah.
To sign off, can we all do the best Tony impression?
Yeah, but what have we got to say? We've all got to say the same thing.
I'll say whatever you want.
I'm an old school geezer.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, go on, Alex.
This isn't life here. See you later, you old China.
Dear old Popsy, I'll smash your head in, son.
Come here.
You're going to get your fucking head kicked in.
Deirdre, get arse bear. Daddy's hungry.
Oh, goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
That was good.
This isn't life.